Okay, so this might not be exactly where I left off. I forget. I think it is. There was a something that I went and looked at um off stream. It wasn't anything new. It was just something that I was confirming something that I had already found. Um, that said, I did actually see something new, which was something old that I forgot about. So we'll go get that. We'll go deal with that first, even though we don't really need to. And that is, there's a chest up there. Oh, hi. Hmm. Let's see here. Right, I already had those equipped. Okay, that's not gonna be anything. Hmm. How would one get up? Hi, Sherry. Hope you're doing at least a little better right now. Regardless, hug. Mm, big hug. Alright. Okay, yeah, that sounds like that sounds like a one-off material. A bit. At least a bit is better than none. Okay. Um, it's better than none. But yeah, I do hope you feel better soon. Hmm. Wait, no. Yeah, 'cause that's too far over. Hmm. Wait. Hmm. This chest probably isn't going to have anything in it of any value, but I still would like to have it. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Those are. So I guess Mario Kart in general just kept doing it. How would I get up there? Hmm. Hmm. There's that little... There's that little outcropping. And that's very suspicious because that's not a detail that the map would have unless it meant something. Yeah, that does seem right. Hmm. It's not going to be over here. Hmm. We've already found what was over there, if I remember right. It's just they usually get localized out? Ah, gotcha. Right. That's... He's, fizzer out in water. Yeah, that's fair. Hmm. Most puzzling. Okay, so is this golden? Is this a Holy Cross thing? Maybe. If that's the case, what would be? Okay, wait. I think I have an idea. So, there's light coming in that room. Yeah. That is true. Where would light... Is that the detail that they would have expected? This is just a... here, right? This is just here. I think there's like... I can think of like... double cherry path. That's it. It's like the only one I remember off the top of my head, I think. Hmm. Yeah, it would be more in this direction. True. Oops, that is not the right... That is not my shield button. I forgot. There's not really any holes in the ground around here. Hmm. Oh right, there was Sweet Sweet Galaxy in there. Hmm. Yeah, it's not gonna be there. Okay, wait a second. Uh... Oh, wait. For there. Right, okay. I forgot. Or not forgot, I guess. I just didn't know. Oh wait, there's another... Okay. Really? Really? There's another flask. There's the last coin. So we solved one set of mysteries and ended up with another one. Because assumedly, there's going to be, oops. Assumedly there's going to be like there's going to be a full set of flask shards. They're not going to leave us with like an incomplete flask, are they? I guess they might. They could. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, Grandmaster is an established word. It is a word. Alright. So with all that accounted for, let us start on... That's kind of silly. It is very much like an actual established word. Yeah, I thought so too. Again, mostly due to chess. But, alright. Right, yeah, we're missing the one that needs language. That's true. That is very true. Um, yeah. Um, Okay, so I've already more or less decided I'm going to take the assist here, but we'll give it a shot. We'll give it an honest shot first. Okay, where is that? Here we go. So that's not my pencil. Where's my pencil? Where I put my pencil? I have a bunch of them, like a whole bag of them, but well, whatever, it's fine. We'll use this one. Yeah, I figured as much, Caroline. Alright, so ascending is up, descending is down, which, you know, makes sense. Repeated is okay, that was really bad. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. And then simultaneous is left. Now the question is, do they want me to listen to this, to what's in here, or do they want me to listen to what's out there? I think it's what's in here, but let me try going onto the roof. Hmm. It's probably just the music inside then. Oh gosh. So these individual notes that we have to keep track of. So down. Okay, I'm just gonna turn on the assist. I can't do that. Okay, wait, so it is the thing out here. That is really quiet. Is there like... Wow. See, I thought that's what it would have been, but like... Oops. Alright, well, let's write it out. Okay, so it goes up, down. Up, down. Right, up. Down. Simultaneous. So that's left. Yeah, I absolutely would not have gotten this without the assist. Like, this is just way... I mean, I guess maybe if you adjust the volumes in-game, which that's probably the intent, actually, in hindsight. Left, and then right, down. Left. Left, and then what? Left, right, up. Alright, that's everything. Up, down, right, up, down, left, up, down, left, right, down, left, right, up. Nice. Alright. So, then there was one. Then there was one. We know where it is. We don't know what we need to do to at the place. Well, oh, wow, the window's actually the right size. Like it actually has all of the controls. Alright. So let's start by writing out the glyphs that we know, which include, actually it's back here, That's a bit too far. So we know that these... Actually, we probably shouldn't use this in specific. We should use the one over at the weather vane. How do I get there again? I think it's this way. So let's write these down. Because these are going to be... And unfortunately I am going to be just using pen and paper for this. Well, pencil and paper, but close enough. I'll try to... I'll make sure to scan it in later. Actually, did I already write these down? Didn't I already write these down? Or did I just... Huh. No, I didn't actually. Okay, so that one's... Is there any difference between these two? Like in terms of style? Okay, not really. Okay, actually those aren't really stylized. Okay, so we start out with like that. And then that goes down all the way. And that is left, west. It's probably more so west. Actually, I'm just going to put west because left would be an assumption. So then we have north, which is a little bit like this. I'm sorry this isn't particularly interesting, but yeah, my apologies in advance. It's not really advance apologies, isn't it? Yeah. So that is north. And we have and that there's like a little triangle at the bottom. So dot and also that. And they go like that. It's like a weird shape like that. That is east. Then finally we have south, which is in the middle. Line straight down the middle. South. Alright. So let's see here. Do we see west, north, east, and south anywhere besides that? You'd expect this to be we could expect west or south to be in this text because that's where the ruined atoll is. And so far I'm not seeing south. Yeah, I don't see south in there. There's west in there. Doesn't look like it. Huh. Surprised. Okay, so it's not talking about it's not talking about the location of the ruined atoll in that case. Yeah, I'm trying, being an operative word. Activated pillar with shroud in it. Okay, that's there. So far for this page, we have, duh. Yeah, we only really have, like, not much here yet. Do we have is holder press in this? This text down here. Doesn't look like it. Actually, wait. Yeah, no. There's not anything there that looks quite like that. Yeah, nothing's jumping out at me. Let's look for other verbs that have to do with actions. I did. I used sound assist because like I used sound audio puzzle assist for that because I'm not great at picking out sounds like that. No worries. Okay, just a second here. Okay, yeah, that's the same text. The water treasure is the last one remaining. Yep. We are at 11. Curiously, we also have one flask shard now, which is very curious. I would think that there would be an even, like, there would be, like, it wouldn't leave any left over, which means there might be a ninth flask? Question mark? Okay, so this is for card. Go back to the new piece of paper that I was doing, I was using. Should have gotten like a booklet for this. Okay. So card is so my conclusions about the language so far are very inconclusive. That's really about it. I know what da means. I know da, I believe. I think I know you, like as in the word you. Possibly your. I haven't detected any patterns in it yet. And I know there has to be one. I feel like there has to be one. I just haven't figured it out yet. But at the same time, words like you, or at least what I believe to be you, are just one glyph. The word that I think is da is also just one glyph. Like one glyph wide. Unless that's it, unless that's ah, and then I maybe. But yeah, you had, yeah. Yeah, no, so far no definitive conclusions yet. Theories, but not really like nothing solid. So right now I'm just writing words down in their meanings. So this is card, because we know these are cards. We know these are cards from Rando, so from like Archipelago, so you know, whatever, it's fine. I don't know if it's actually been said called even. I don't know if they've actually been called cards in game, but we know that that's what they're called. So I'm just going to use that knowledge regardless. Hmm. Yeah, I have no idea what this means. Wait, unless this means... Unless that's the glyphs for fox. Hmm. I don't know. It's like, what would define the rules for combining glyphs? Oops. What would define that? Like, there's clearly a glyph like combining system in place. I just need to figure out how that works. Well, among other things. That word probably does not, that glyph up there is probably not fairies. It's probably like, I don't know, evil fairies or something. I don't know. Okay, that's card there, which makes sense. Um, so that second glyph there is you. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Let's not get all Baba just yet. Um, that one glyph there at the end of that first line. Yeah, the fact that there's like a combination system is like mind-blowing to me. Because that's something that you would see in like an actual language as a way of abbreviating things. And like most constructed languages obviously don't do that. Because that's a lot of effort. Probably, yeah. So that's why I'm trying to work it out on like a macro scale. But yeah. Okay, that's you again. Stuck maybe? So that's the golden path. I mean, that one's pretty obvious. Uh, let's write that one out. And I guess it could mean to be referring to the Holy Cross as well, but I'm pretty certain that's referring to... Actually, 'cause most of the places it says Golden Path, they aren't in TUNIC. Hmm. 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 I'm going to make that down as a maybe. Golden is... maybe this. Yeah, unfortunately. Then that's like that. My angles are so bad. Oh, I wish I had had graph paper for this. Okay, what else am I missing? I'm missing the lower one on that side. Not just an alphabet. Neat. Okay, and then path is probably this, which would be go up. Like that. That's not right. I really hacked that one up. Because that looks more like a, yeah. That's still not great, whatever. It's good enough. Hopefully. That one actually extends downwards more, which is interesting. Sort of thing again was doing to get the people I see. Huh. Neat. Alright, so that's that. Hi, Materion. Thank you for the well wishes. Um, Maybe that's not you. Because why would it end with you and then page 49? That doesn't make sense. Or wait, no, that's not. Never mind, that's not one I had figured out yet. That's probably on. It's probably on. Specifically referring to. Let's bring back cursor. Let's make cursor have a drop shadow or an outline. Like this letter right here. Or glyph, I mean. This glyph right here. I think it might be on. So we're gonna write that out as a guess again, because obviously nothing here is 100%. Okay. So on. On is that. And boom, boom, boom. So we don't know what the other characters there are. Maybe I should also look, because I feel like I'm pretty confident on that one, actually. Hmm. What would even form that? 'Cause the other thing is, how does this translate to the split? Okay, wait a second. There's also another page. There was another page that has something relating to like the split, I think. Because I think this refers to that. How they're like split, they're inverted. Maybe. Maybe not. Uh, okay, so let's assume that there's not that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not going to be very fruitful to try and figure that one out. How big is that? How big is that grid? Isn't it like, okay, six times 7, 42, which would be a lot more than. So it wouldn't be 26 and it wouldn't be 52 either. Hmm. Could be sound based. Yeah, it's not 26, it's not 52, and it's not 36. 36 would be if they correspond, if some of them corresponded to digits, which they don't. Pretty certain there isn't any digits in the language, which is why all the digits are in English are like just in non-Trunic. Okay, that's a pretty straightforward one. What is, because that's making a sound. So that's at position 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. P? Okay, so yeah, that doesn't add up. So yeah, it's probably sound-based of some sort. again, I apologize for this probably not being particularly riveting. Gosh, that treasure was so that treasure's so good. Let's see here. Does that match any of the anything we've already gotten? Perhaps we should look at this. Okay, so we don't have... Wait, is that east? No, that's not east. The top of it's the same as east, but it's not. Um... None of these words are in the Bible. To use a meme here. None of these words I think I've figured out yet. I don't think I've figured out a single one of them. Also, why is there like connections between what I've been calling words? That's weird. It's weird. Because the game doesn't do that elsewhere, I think. Also, I forgot that I still have this on screen, sorry. I knew I was going to end up doing that. Let's see here. Yeah, that's nothing that we have. Don't have that. Don't have that. Huh. Huh. So be here like all night if I go write down individual things. Let's try and focus on the things that we need. We know that this has to mention some sort of action somewhere, assumedly. Okay, don't see any potions in there. Do I see any of that? I don't think so. Oh yeah, I guess I should say one assumption that I'm making currently with the language, and that is that the horizontal lines form words. That is one assumption that I have currently. Like the horizontal lines in the middle form individual words. Which is why that's a little strange that they're connected here. Didn't I just move that out of... Oh, okay, it just moves to the middle every time I... Okay. It's like, what? I thought I moved my mouse out of the way. No, you did, Jess, you did. It's just Steam puts it... The game puts it back when Steam opens. Can we move down? What about the A button? Wait, is that actually... No. Thought it was for a second, but no. How about... Wait, that last one, that's... No, it's not path. Those are probably like interact. The ones on the A button are probably like interact, speak, read, something like that. Dodge. Hmm. But I don't think any of them are on this page. The closest one is the first one in that, but it's not quite the same thing. That's a giant thing that's, yeah, that's there. That's very much not on there. Where is that? Looking at the LT, the left trigger one now. Comparing it. Or comparing all of them on that one, I guess. Would be more accurate. There's no triangles on top except for that one. That first one on the second row. That's definitely not it. So yeah, that's out. Then yeah, we already turned that one. Isn't there? I don't think that left, yeah, that left bumper also doesn't seem like it's on there in any capacity. Left stick. Do we have a left stick at least? I'm seeing a lot of things that are like the reverse of it. The other thing is, some of these look like other glyphs, but like upside down, which I mean makes sense because they're all constructed of similar things. So, okay, 9-9. Probably say that in chat, because yeah, it is very much indeed trying to figure it out. This could also be 2. That one glyph that I wrote down earlier that I said was on, it could also be 2. Like, go to page, warp to da, and then that's the name of the blue realm, right? Should probably write that down, actually. Yeah, 'cause it's like a hook up top, and then we've got the thing that's like diamond. Okay, yeah, that is what it is. Okay. I'm actually literally going to call it blue realm in the notes. You can't stop me. None of you can stop me. That's a bit high up. Whatever, it's fine. Uh, and then we have underneath it. Boom, 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 boom. And oh gosh. Have like okay. So yeah, I think that's not on. I think that's 2. The third glyph on the second line there. Or sorry, the first glyph on the second line there. I think that's 2, not on. Like TO specifically. Um, One of those words is probably portal. Maybe. I don't know. Could be warp. WordPad. I don't know. You, or it could be me. But that is confirmation that there is that is some sort of pronoun there. Depends on the perspective that this manual's written in. But in the parenthesis there, that I already had that marked down as you. And it could be either you or it could be me in hindsight. But it's one of the two. It's a pronoun of some sort, referring to the player or the fox. Uh, is that used elsewhere where there's sealed? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, shield is that. Again, this isn't actually used on the paper that we're trying to translate, because none of these words here are. But shield is so we have this diamond here. We have that, and then we have that accent-like structure, that accent acute-like structure. Accent IU, aka the carrot. I don't know why I was thinking French for a second there. Shield is that. That could be like the action of using the shield. So it could be block actually as well. Similarly, potion, that potion could be like drink or potion. One of those might be no. That might mean no. I'm going to go out on a hunch and say that the first line here. Why do I hear a cat? So, anyways, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that that first line of text here is "oh no." Because that just feels like something that would be there. And the reason I say that is because that the heading of that section um, starts with the first glyph, starts with the second glyph of that first line. So it could be like no stamina. Because that second line there, what the hell are the kids out there doing? Kids these days. Hopefully that's not getting picked up on. Yeah, no, what am I saying? This mic has an extremely high drop off. No one's gonna hear it. Alright, so I think that this is no stamina specifically. So no would be like that, and then it's kind of, actually no, it's fine. Even the text there kind of has that really close to the line for some reason. That is a really chunky diamond. Let me shrink that a little. Okay, so like that. And then stamina. And stamina is a bit of a long word, which makes sense. Because it's assuming there is still some correspondence with English in the writing system, you would have to have a longer word here in order to encode the amount of information. Usually. It's more likely, at least. Because you're still encoding some amount of information. Okay, then we go like a little below that. No, there's no hook there. It's just there's no hook line. And then underneath we have a triangle. What is that middle section though? Is there a clearer section that's not bolded? Yeah, okay. That's better. That is a lot better. So that goes up like that. Okay. Is stamina used in that? Okay, are any of those verbs used? Like, is any of that used there? I don't believe so. Yeah, because we don't have any. Yeah, no, that's. Is what about no? Is no used? No, because the only diamond that's on the bottom is the one that is that first one on the last line. Hmm. Alright. The hunt for any glyph on that note continues. Uh, we are probably going to have to actually understand how these work rather than doing substitution, or rather than trying to figure out individual words. That's one note that I never figured out. It's clearly referring to the amount of money that you get from each effigy. But I'm not sure what causes. I'm not sure what causes the other side. Oh wait, no, that's just plus 18, plus 16, plus 32. Okay, I see. So yeah, it's just pointing out how that works. It's interesting here that it has those certain glyphs encased. Hmm. What is that glyph again? That's your. That I don't think that's your anymore. That might be ah. That might be ah. I feel like that says just a stick, but I have no basis on that. But I'd be really amused if that actually says just a stick. For no other reason than because it it would be funny for a manual to just say that. Nope, this was just a stick. Sorry. I wonder if that. Wait, but that's. Is that the same sort of glyph? Is that the same glyph? No, it's not. second word there. What is that? So that word looked familiar, but it's not. Hmm. Hmm. Wait, is the first word something I've written down yet? 'Cause that one looks vaguely familiar. No, because that's the only thing I have with a circle on it currently is east. Increases or improves. I don't think that's one that will really be of much use to us. Because that's probably not going to be on this. It's worth noting that okay, the one glyph that I was like, have I seen it before? I have seen it before. Specifically referring to this glyph here. This one here. It's the last glyph on it's the last glyph here. Hmm. Not. So not, it was not anything like. When you are in peril. Wait, is that actually it? Is that it? Because, like, I've gotten in written down. So that's either am or are, depending on whether that glyph, the other glyph is, depending on if the shard glyph on the sign pearl ring line, peril ring line, words are hard. Depending on that is if that is me, then that would be then or I. No, I don't think it would be I. Just from context on the other ones, which means that it's probably you. Because me am in peril, me are in peril. There's no word there that would make that make sense. Which means that it has to be you. You are in peril. When you are in peril. Okay. I don't know what the first word is. Because it could be increase, it could be improve, it could be any number of things. But we know that we have two new glyphs there from that one line. Or two new words from that one line, rather. Actually, that might not be when. That could be if, maybe? I don't think that's if. That's too long of a... I don't think that's if. I think that's too long of one to be if. I think that's when. I'm going to say when with a question mark. I can't think of anything else that would really fit as well there. Now note that the end goal here is not necessarily to figure out how the language is constructed. If I end up not figuring that out, but figuring out the puzzle via this other stuff, um, then that's whatever. I'll come back to it in my own time and figure it out. Um, I still won't look up how it actually works. But I'll at least know enough to be able to um, play rando without having spoiled myself on anything that is pertinent to rando. Which is the hope that I'm able to play that into next weekly, which starts tomorrow evening. Okay, where's the... Okay, yeah, that roughly lines up. Might want to do that just so that it's a little more clear where the boundary is between the glyphs. This eraser is really not great. And then R, which thankfully is just a very small word. It is caret, inverted caret. So is when in there at all? Any wins in chat? Any win? Are we winning? I don't even know what I'm saying half the time, I'm gonna be honest. Wait a second. No, that's not stamina. I thought for a second there that one... I thought for a second there that one there is stamina, but it's not. There is in there, I just noticed, though. This glyph here is in. I didn't notice that previously. I don't see any R. Yeah, I don't see any R in here. I don't see any when. This is unfortunate. Okay, that's... Wait, is that the... No, it's not. I thought the second glyph here might be... I thought I recognized the second glyph. Freaking bugs. Uh, um... but I don't fit. Yeah, it's not on here. Unfork knife. Hmm. It's worth noting that those glyphs don't appear in the lower text. That's the blue realm there. That blue text is referring to the blue realm. I don't know what that text up there is referring to. In the cathedral. This is interesting to me because the librarian doesn't really have much to do with the cathedral. So what is it really telling us here? Hmm. Okay, what about over here? Okay, nothing really jumping out at me here. I wonder if that's number 10 or point 10. What is Shri and 10 referring to again? Shri and 10 is referring to... 10 is how you activate Shri. Activated by 10? Maybe? It's not a word that we really see often. So I'm not going to write it down just yet. buy, maybe I will, because that's pretty important. But again, I'm not 100% certain on if that's buy, so... Uh, okay, wait, that's one on that one line. Never mind, that's not anything that we've seen yet. Okay, those two have... I wonder if that's 4. So I wonder if, like, by extension, that's 4 there before Shuri. Or of? Probably 4. Trials, maybe. Hmm. Any ideas about the writing system yet? Uh, not really. There's so much variance in between what I'm believing to be things like no and not. Um, Longer words are definitely longer for the most part. Then you have card that's glyphs long. Unless that's not actually card. We know 2. We know stamina. We know no. We know when. We know R. I swear I've seen that last one on that one line. On line 5. Okay, wait, 8. Does 8 mention... Not really, no. Oh, by the way, the puzzle here, where you have to go outside the cathedral and go around, um, that's not apparently the intended way to solve that. Or at least that's not a... There's another way to set a letter next to number 9. Uh, no. There's like literally a pole there. It was kind of creepy. There is something on it. Then when we activated the machine in the other room, it was gone. Um, what was but yeah, like apparently there's if you come to if you go to that room at night, there's apparently a bridge that you can cross to get to the other side. And then you can open the door from that side. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I think I like my solution better, personally. Yeah, you would need to return via the secret path regardless during the day. Yeah, Luna told me about that. Um, two. That's not where that we have. Yeah, I believe that's the case as well. Maybe stats? Is that in? We've seen the glyph for in as part of several words now, and it is starting to make me consider things. Or at least it is starting to make me suspicious of some things. Like we've seen the glyph for in verbatim in larger words. Cause that's the glyph for. No, that's not quite two. It's slightly different. It's also not you, even though it's close to that. The glyphs for two and you are very similar. So I am thinking it is sound based, which would also explain why there's like a grid of 42 uh, components as opposed to you know, because it's not 26, it's not 52, it's not 36. Unfortunately, my phonics is not particularly great, so we'll cross that bridge if it comes to it. wonder if that's seek. I'm gonna have to start writing down more stuff that. Wait, is that? Is that? No. Okay, let's go back to Cathedral and write down what I believe to be of. And. No, I'm not certain enough on that. Any specific glyphs for my theory? Not at the moment, unfortunately. I'm still kind of struggling to find anything. Like, knowing me, I will probably be a big demooey here, to say the least. But I'm going to try my best. Okay, yeah, that top one there we've never seen before, or at least not written down. What about that one, this first one on the second line? Looks vaguely familiar. No, not quite. Which makes sense. There's not really any. Like, what would even be on this page that we would have seen before? That first one on that line there. Which I think might be by. If that's the same one that's on this cathedral page. It is. Um. Okay, that's no. So we know that no is the second word on that third line, which doesn't really help us at all. Okay, wait, those two glyphs at the end of that line also seem a bit familiar. Were those the ones I had theorized were... four? I think I called that four, maybe. Okay, yeah, that's probably four. It, again. It's not really helpful in any capacity. Like, we have a bunch of prepositions, bunch of articles, but our knowledge of nouns and verbs are lacking. Is lacking even. Words. They are still hard. I mean, that's just how it is. um, that do be how it is. Okay, I'm feeling reasonably confident in my pattern recognition. To the very least say that these are common glyphs and that they probably... So the second glyph, like the second word on the second line, I believe is by. And I'm going to write that down as such. The fourth word on the third line, I believe, is for, but that is a big question mark. Because I really don't have any solid evidence of that yet. But it's still better to write it down and disprove it later. Like have a reference point for it. And then that's like a short line down and then a long line. There's the circle, and the circles scare me, by the way. The circles really scare me. Because there's something to do with the circles that the manual specifically points out. But I don't understand what it is yet. And it could be something like inverting it. Hoping that's not the case. Where can I find fairies? Maybe, right. Where can the fairies... I'm assuming that's fairies. It's got like a triangle. It's like a... You'd think fairies would be on this page somewhere if that was the case, though. Oh, there is that. Wait. There's that word over there, down there. It's the third word there. I have no idea what the rest of the words on there are though. I don't have a lot of context. There it is there again. I think the first glyph here is where. That seems long. It seems really long for that to be just a single glyph, though. I'm not confident enough in that. And this is probably the golden path, right? Drop my pencil. Yeah, the golden path. I don't know what the second part is there though. The golden path. Yeah, I don't know what the other one is. Might be the final page? 'Cause that's what we found there, right? To... I wonder if the first word there is want. Want to find... the something something. And water. 4. Okay, 4 is not 4. 4 is not 4. 4 is not 4. I don't know what it is. But there's no way that that's nothing. That the word in front of 60 is anything but 4. Oh, actually no. Could be until. What's that what's the 60 seconds for 60 seconds to something secret message maybe? Stand still in water for stand still in water maybe for 60 seconds. Okay, does this reference water? Could also be liquid, I guess. 'Cause it might not necessarily require water. You know, can't really stand in any other liquids other than water, so. Okay, well, let's write down what I now think to be 4, which is the word in front of 60. Which is... Wait, no, there's no line there that closes the diamond. It's an unclosed diamond. Yeah, there goes the eraser. And then go whoop, whoop. And then up. should probably write water down as well, because that seems like it's something that might be referenced elsewhere. And that seems like it would have a high chance. So, water is like that. We have a line going down from that side, a line going down from the middle, and then also a line going down from the left. Nothing going down on that part. That's the top. And then on the bottom, we have a little thing here. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, do we have... Wait, wait a second. So that's stand. Is stand here anywhere? If that is actually stand. It's gonna be one that has a circle underneath it, which... no. Not seeing it. I do not see it. Golden path. Hmm. Well, time's taking a path through everything. That's the blue realm, right? Yeah, that's the blue realm. Okay, stamina being that makes... Yeah, that right there. That's what was at the... That was what was next to the letter 9. Or number 9, I mean. they were that's what was there. Or they were, and then they weren't there when we came back into the room after activating it. Here. For the golden path. Now waits, maybe? I don't know. Again, that's not something I'm confident enough in to actually write it out. I didn't notice that that had the glyph for the hair in the center there. That's kind of funny. That is the glyph, right? Yeah, it is. What if that glyph is just me? Or them? Or they? A sword? Dark. Bring a lamp. Maybe. Bring a light? Maybe? Wait, is that second one... Is that third one that we've already... No, it's not. Looked familiar for a second. Which again, just because the way these are constructed, that makes sense. It would look familiar. Yeah, still the only one we have there is 2. That might just be power to defy death. Uh... Okay, there's diamond underneath it. It's the diamond down. You'd expect those first two words there to be very similar in structure. Wait, is that key? Maybe hexagon. Why would it be saying that there, though? Why would it be referring to praying there? That's two. How do I reach? No, how do I get to? How do I something or other to whatever ruined the tool? The checkpoint statue. Maybe, I don't know, checkpoint something or other. Number of the pages. I think I might be getting a bit too sleepy already. I'm gonna be honest. Everything's kind of starting to blur together. You are here. Okay. That That one's pretty clear actually to me. That's you are here. So that means that here is that. Those are those are places where the shop is. To the untrained eye, maybe? The something. Something. Have that written. That one written down. It feels familiar. No, we don't. That last glyph I don't think I've ever seen before yet. What's concerning me is I don't think we're any closer to actually figuring out what the text on the letter says. We're probably going to have to like figure out exactly how this language works. Oops, sorry about that. That might have actually been audible. I accidentally scratched my headset with the pencil. Um, let's see here. So 2 is that. Da is that. So let's go over here. Oops. What what constructs the word to? T-O. Well, we know that that is basically wait a second. Wait a second. What if... Because these top ones are all around the outside. And those are all the inside. So the language might be divided into two groups. Hmm. That's 11, which would be K. That doesn't make sense. Because okay, so the 11th glyph here, like the 11th component, that is like basically the entirety of the glyph of R. Except it's not. Unless that's the sound R. No worries. No worries. Sorry, I notice it probably isn't the most interesting stuff, but um, glad to hear that you're still around. Um, I'm starting to actually work on what I think is okay. So if I'm going based on my, yeah, that's fair. That is fair. If I'm going on my theory of um, these being sound based, yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Yeah, most games are like that. Lone Lana doesn't really focus on it, but like Lone Lonnie's is a similar thing where it's just a straight cipher. And then Ancient Lone Lonnie's is just that bit flipped horizontally, which is kind of silly. Yeah, you only really see it in the first one because you need the glyph. So if you don't have the glyph reader, uh, right to left, yeah. Um, well, I mean, like the characters are literally flipped. The characters are flipped horizontally in ancient Lamulanis compared to normal Lamulanis. Yeah, it's visible if you don't have the glyph reader. And it's kinda there when you're like it kind of like draws the text over top of the glyphs when you have glyph reader on, but yeah, it's very subtle. It's very subtle. Okay, so based on this, we know if it is indeed a sound if it is indeed sound based, R because the word for R is the same as is basically this one here. What are you snapping to? That's weird. Whatever. Um, but yeah, it's this glyph here, or component. Um, I really need to get my verbiage correct here. So that means that that could be the sound of R. Okay, so let's actually write out all of these onto another piece of paper here. I could call it a letter, yeah. Yeah, a letter, because the letter could be composed of a letter, because glyphs could be composed of letters. Yeah, I could also just call it a sound. But yeah, um, yeah, not meaning based, which I believe to be the case. The thing to the left here, to the right here, is kind of concerning in that regard, but uh, we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it. So let me write down all of these. This is going to be a bit awkward. Alternatively, probably easier is to just do this. No, this. There we go. Uh, that is not. Oh, I didn't save it to clipboard. Congratulations. Uh, Actually, probably would be better to do it like this. That was not good because now it's probably going to be messed up if I Oh, no. No, it's not. Okay, cool. Yes, it is. It is messed up now. Lovely. Whatever, it's fine. Then we'll write underneath. We'll write what each of these are as we figure them out. Now it still won't tell us the. Well, it might tell us the rules for. Hello? No. Hello? I. That's weird. I don't know why it was not cooperating there. Oh, right, because it's all messed up now. This is so close to being a good thing that Steam has here. And it's just... It's annoying. I wonder if that bug exists on Windows as well. Wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't. Where the Windows don't, come on. It's not gonna get unmessed up, isn't it? Okay, well, whatever. We're just... No, not whatever, because then I can't see the top. Yeah, because it screws the entire window. Whatever. Okay, anyways. Can I, like, get larger text? Is that a thing we can do? Yeah, it is a thing we can do. R. Okay, so the word to is comprised of the word to is comprised of a it's comprised of specifically the second one on the second line and then Y. So the last one on the fourth line. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that these first three lines are probably all consonants. Are probably all consonant sounds. Which means this would be T. Oops, right. Okay. So all the way here at the end. Actually, for these we might not want... We'd actually want... Oh, come on. Just let me select... Just let me edit the formatting. Please? Like I said, my phonics is not great. Okay, so by that same token, W, it could be West or it could just be W, N. Any of these have... Okay, wait. East is that E. Okay, yeah. E has the same internal components as S. Yeah, I'm not sure if calling them letters would be a good thing here because it's the same, because there are letters, like verbal letters basically. Um, for in terms of like the directions. So like we have W, N, E, and S. E is the combination of actually wait, never mind, that's not it. It's not the combination of those two. Uh, wait, what is... Huh. I don't actually see what that would be. Hmm. Okay, maybe trying to figure those particular ones out is a bad idea. No. So no is um no is the second to last, is the fifth glyph, the fifth component on the third line, and the second component on the fourth line. So that means that U N Oh no. Okay, actually yeah, that actually gives me an idea. We know that back here, where was it? It was where there was stam. It was where it was talking about stamina. No, that wouldn't be O then, if that was the case, because that's, or if it is, then that shows my hypothesis about um, it shows my theory of the unless it's the other way around. Yeah, why am I thinking it could be it's that way when it could be the other way around? Okay, okay, okay. Because yeah, if it was this, if this were N, then that first glyph would just be N. That that wouldn't make sense. So no, this is actually, it's actually this way, and this is N. Which means that we don't actually know if this is T or if this is T. I don't want it either way. Let's think here. Yeah, if that's O, then that would make sense that that is indeed O now. I guess I don't really need to stay on this page because of the other. What other words do we have here that might be easy enough to, we have U. That's a hard sound to describe. We have ah. And actually that right there completely shows out the idea that the outside and the inside are different, like have different meanings. That is, in fact, a complete fabrication. Because ah is this, or a, or like as in the article a. Oh, that's a good point. Oh, would that article have different transliterations depending on pronunciation? Oh, good lord. Let's be consistent. In. In. In is a special case because it's got one of those weird circle things. I don't think I have enough knowledge here to deal with those yet. Or do I? Because we know that in would have N, right? N is... Yeah, no, Hmm. Okay, so let's look at U again. Let's actually look at U. It is a combination of it's a combination of the it's not that first oops actually yeah that works better. What is that a combination of? Could be of no, 'cause there's wait, yeah, 'cause that's part of the outside. So yeah, it's a combination of the short to last component on the entire page. Um, as well as Ooh. Ooh, I'm gonna have to stop soon, I think, unfortunately. As well as the second component on the second line. So that's you. When. When. Now when is it going to be? Now when's an interesting one because it's two glyphs. And I don't know the rules yet for separating those out. Um, I guess it could just be whenever there's overlap. Whenever there would be overlap. It forces the start of another glyph, perhaps. Or, yeah. Okay, so when is specifically component I'd have to look at where when is, because I don't think I wrote this out very particularly cleanly. Don't remember where I found that. When did I find when? Actually, that is a good question. Okay, maybe I can't use when because I don't remember where it is in context. Things could have been wrong. Let's see here. Golden. Golden is one we can do. That's for sure. Okay, so golden consists of yeah, the golden path, which we have very, very definitively determined what it is, because it's not just in English. There are places like here. Oops. I don't have the controller like firmly in my hands. It's like on my lap at the moment, or I've got paper in my hands. So that's why I'm kind of Like I'm kind of fumbling the controls a bit. Like that second word there, that's golden. Um, we've seen it written in gold a few times here and there. Um, is it golden there? No. Is it like, yeah, it's not there. It's been places. Oh, yeah. Right, yeah, it's literally there. Yeah, that's right. That's another place that I had seen it. Thank you for reminding me about that. Um, so yeah, so we've got that there. And so golden uh consists of the it consists of that. Consists of N. N is at the start? Wait, no, that's O. That's O. That's O. Remember, we determined we had reversed it. So that's O, which makes sense. Um, it that first glyph also would probably consist of G, I would assume. Or rather, G. And so G would be I think that's the sherd on the fourth, yeah, the fifth line. I think. It's a little smushed. But I'd say that's that one. I really hope Steam fixes this at some point, because this is a really neat feature. It's just... Okay, let's take out a few lines here, I guess. Okay. Then we have two vertical lines. Which are... in the middle. Those are in the middle. Those are in the middle of the hexagon. Like, complete... so that would be... I'm looking just for a straight up and down, which is the last one there. That might be L. Would that have, would that like be over? Yeah, because that would be overlapping, there would be overlapping the glyph for G. And so that's why it has to start anew That's why it has to start a new glyph. Okay, I think I'm starting to figure this out. So yeah, so that's that one. And then we have, which I'm not going to put down just yet, just in case. Actually, no, we're going to put it down. L, O, O. Then we have beside it the shard glyph in that word of 4, shard of 4, consists of the first one on that 5th line, and the shard one on the 1st line. And N we already know. So yeah, that adds up. Everything's beginning to add up. Like just like 2 and 2 is 5. How do I want to mark possible ones? So this is the gold, the, eh. Don't know which of the two it is yet. And the same for this one up here, which is oh, we can't see it because it's cut off because Steam. All right. Water. Hmm. might be starting to fade a little too much here to finish this tonight, unfortunately. Or at the very least not without like taking a break and coming back to it in like an hour or so after I've eaten. Path. Let's get path done. Path is, yeah, exactly. I think this is amazing, by the way. I just love this. I know I might have sounded frustrated at parts. I have not figured out the combining words on the right yet. I'm wondering if it's actually I haven't really like looked at it, but I think it might be trying to tell me about the rule for when to start a new glyph. Maybe. I haven't like analyzed it yet. Um, it might be trying to do that. It probably isn't actually. I don't know. Um, but I have figured out the reason, but like basically anytime there would be overlap between the current glyph and whatever the next sound is, you start a new glyph. I believe that's the I believe that's it. It's either that or it's explicitly like you need to start a new glyph after if you have one that's going on the outside, then you have to and that you've already have a component that's on the outside, then you start a new one. Um, it either goes by general category of outside inside, or it's specifically only if only if it would overlap. And I'm not entirely certain yet. A more realistic system would definitely be um, um, outside inside, but because I would create the least. Actually, who am I kidding? A more realistic system would be the ends would just only start a new would only start it if there was overlap because people are ambiguous. People love their ambiguity. But it's probably that it's inside outside. And if you need another component that's already represented. The outside glyphs never include the right side line. Oh no, I'm talking about within I'm talking about within the same like the components within the same glyph. But yeah, you're right. That is also fairly important information. That is also a fairly important point to make, which is that yes, they can't overlap. Like the subsequent glyphs can't overlap each other because of that fact that it's not ambiguous which uh, glyph that line is part of. It's part of the neck. It's part of the subsequent glyph. That is absolutely correct. path. We'll do path and then we'll stop for now. Probably for supper and then maybe continue afterwards. We'll see. Um, path. Path is a path is the. Ooh. I just did it with my hand, even though you don't actually contact. It's the first It's the first. It's the first component right there. It's the first component followed by. It's the first component combined with the fourth inner component. And then the second component on the sixth line. I don't think we have any of those yet. However, so P and A are probably P and A, pa, uh, uh, path. I'm tempted to name the next stream Jessica fails at phonics or something because I've never been great at it. It's like something like I kind of know, but I don't like. I have a hard time describing it. That's also doesn't help that I can't speak worth a darn. Just in general because of overbite and stuff. Overbite and like front teeth are kind of hacked up. Path. Okay, so one of these, not that one, that one. Wait, golden, what was that one? That was this. Nope. Alright. Oops. Oh, they don't implement. They force using Control Y to redo. Ugh. No love for Control Shift Z. That's what's wrong. That's why I was having trouble redoing. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna call it for now. Um, I should still raid someone, even though I do intend to continue later. I raided Dove recently. Uh, also, I have a feeling Dove will still be going when I intend to continue, so might get a bit awkward. Control L, see live channels. Uh, yeah, I don't know. You know what? Oh, I have no idea what kind of game this is. But it's in all caps, so sure, we'll go with that. Then again, Only is also going to be continuing after. Yeah, you know what? No. Let's raid Dove again. And then I'll be back later probably. Hopefully. Because I do want to finish this before the async, the new weekly starts. Um, yeah, thank you for coming by. Sorry this second half of the stream hasn't really been too terribly exciting. Um, I'll go to a different area for new music uh, for the next stream. Um, yeah, this has been pretty fun just chilling and trying to work out the language. Yeah, just remember everyone that you're valid, you're loved, um, and that words continue to be hard, and that I do not know, I do not enter phonics very well. But I'm trying. I'm trying. We'll get there. Yeah. Take care, everyone.